Hello, everyone. Good evening and a very happy Wednesday to all of you. Sorry, we're running a little late, but I won't give you excuses on that one. We had a little technical difficulty, but we are here thanks to our amazing RJ, Miss Ira. So, hello, Miss Ira. How are you?
Hi, Miss Renu. I am doing well, thank you, and excited to be here once again.
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you for calling me. I know why you called me, but we won't share that. But anyway, thank you
Oops.
so much. It's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Radio Zindagi, Seba, Neeraj, and oh, happy birthday, Neeraj.
Happy birthday, Neeraj
Yes, happy
ji.
birthday, Neeraj.
Yes.
Yes, of course. And thank you for always giving Genius Kids a platform to be able to spotlight all this talent that we have. And as you know, every Wednesday, the show Born to Shine is for us to spotlight youth from ages 5 to 25 doing something
Hmm.
different. And when I talk about something different, yes, I'm sure kids are all excelling in
Hmm.
their studies, and that's great, math, history, whatever it is. But we want to see something different. We want to bring on kids that are doing something unusual. And this week, we have a very beautiful young lady who is also an amazing singer, but she's, rather than just simply sing, she's actually going to put her voice to use, which is what she's done. And we're going to be learning about what she's doing with that. So on that note, let's welcome Naisha. Good evening, Naisha. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you. So I know, Naisha, when you had written me an email, you talked about this organization that you have started because of singing and because you sing so well. And of course, we're all going to have a treat on that. So, but before we get to that, first tell us a little bit about yourself. How old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
Okay, 16 years old. And you live here in the Bay Area, right?
Yeah, I'm in Saratoga.
So what are you currently doing? What level grade are you at school? What are you currently doing?
Yeah, I'm a junior at Saratoga High School. And some of the activities that I do at school, I'm the captain of the varsity tennis team. I'm also run like TEDx at our school,
Oh, okay.
along with like singing, of course.
Wonderful. So how long have you been playing tennis for?
Ever since fifth grade, so like 7 years probably.
Okay. And then in terms of your TEDx, tell me a little bit about that. I'm always intrigued about kids that are doing public speaking.
Yeah, so I was just I was an active member of the club last year. And then this year I was given the chance to be president of the club. So basically, we just get speakers from everywhere and we just invite them to speak for our students and just share their insight on things that our students would really appreciate.
And do they ever give an opportunity for students to be able to go on and speak as well at TEDx?
Yeah, we have 2 student speakers and we have 3 industry speakers. And we also have some teacher speakers as well. So it's just a mix of everything.
Well, that's wonderful. And what do you aspire to be?
I mean, I haven't really thought about that really. Just like something where I would be able to use my talents to like give back in some way to the community. I'm not sure how exactly, but something along those lines.
So you are not at a point right now in your life where you've picked a career or something that you want to do? You know,
I
if you're
like
leaning
that.
towards science or arts?
Yeah, I really like computer science and like math and stuff like that. So probably something in the STEM area, but I haven't really thought about like the particulars yet.
Okay, great. So let's talk about your singing. How long have you been singing for?
I've been singing ever since I can remember. It's just been something that I've always been doing. It's something that's always made me relax when I'm having like a really bad day or like a really stressful day. I can always just sing a song and it just makes me so much better. So I've been singing for like ever since I can remember.
Have you ever taken lessons in singing?
Yeah, I started taking formal voice lessons when I was like in 7th grade, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been continuing from there.
Okay, wonderful. Now, do you sing American Western music, or are you also singing Indian music as well, Indian songs?
I usually sing like pop songs and like English songs, but most recently I've actually started singing Hindi songs too.
Oh, that's good. So I
Yeah.
know you did participate in the event that we had a few weeks ago where we were singing, so that was great. So now, but you've kind of put your voice to use. You've started an organization. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I think the reason I started is because like when the pandemic hit, I just saw something that I was constantly seeing on the news was the senior population and how much they are suffering from the pandemic. So I just wanted to do something about that. And singing has always been something that I'm very, very passionate about. And singing has also really helped me in some of the hardest times of my life. And so I know the healing power that singing can really have on people. So I just wanted to use singing to just bring a little joy in people's lives. And I just really just wanted them to give like an afternoon where they can really just relax and just forget about everything else that is going on, especially now. So that's really how Singing for Smiles got born. And from there, we've really just been singing for senior homes, retirement communities, children's homes, really wherever we can, in various states across the United States and also in India and Canada. So we've just been really going from there. And we've also collected a lot of singers from like all over the United States and also in India. So that's just how really Singing for Smiles got started.
So Smiles for, what's it called again?
Singing for Smiles?
Singing for Smiles. So did you start this yourself?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So is it a formal 501c organization, or are you not at that point, or have you already done that?
No, we are a 501c3 nonprofit.
Okay. So you just started it last year during the pandemic?
Yes, in June.
So how did you reeled off all these states and countries you're already in. So how did you manage to do that?
Yeah, so when I first started out, I just put like a post on Facebook just saying that, hey, I started this nonprofit. If you're interested in singing, just text me. And I actually got a lot of interest that way. And from there, I just emailed a bunch of places in California, and we did get a lot of positive responses. So it just kind of started from there. And then once we got those, then we just kind of expanded and more people started reaching out to us to sing. So it just kind of went from there.
Wonderful. And so I know with the pandemic, probably not been able to go into places. So are you singing through Zoom?
Yes, we are singing through Zoom.
And are you doing group singing, or is it, so let's say if I was in an old people's home, how would you arrange something like that? What would it be? What would it involve?
Yeah, so I would just email the director of the place to like just organize like a Zoom meeting. And then once we are on the Zoom meeting, our singers all have like arranged for their own solo performances. Group singing is kind of hard to do over Zoom with the internet and everything. So all of our singers just prepare a couple of songs, and we just have like MCs who introduce everyone, and we kind of just go from there. And we always love when they come and sing along with us. That's something that really makes their day when that happens.
Wow, that is such a neat idea. So what made you just come up with this? I mean, there were so many other nonprofit ideas that one could have done, but how did you connect singing and that too with old people's homes and children's homes? What made you want to do that?
Yeah, so as I said, when the pandemic hit, one of the major things that I was seeing being talked about a lot was seniors and how much the pandemic's affecting them, since they're stuck alone at home and they really don't have anywhere to go. And I just really, really wanted to do something for them. And before I started Singing for Smiles, I already sang for senior homes. And so whenever I did that, I just saw how rewarding the experience was and how much they really enjoyed me singing for them. So I just wanted to use my passion for singing to just do something for them and to really just give them an afternoon where they can relax and enjoy and just forget about everything else that's going on, especially now.
That is so amazing. I wish I could sing. I would have contributed my voice. Miss Hero, what about you?
I always have one reaction to that question, like just one answer. I can sing. That's rest is up to you. I will sing if I have to. I don't know how. I am not responsible for what happens after that. That's amazing. I mean, what Naisha is doing and this whole concept, and especially, idea. Absolutely, even during this whole pandemic and doing it over Zoom.
I know, seriously. I mean, it's amazing what young minds are coming up with. So where do you see yourself? I mean, hopefully we're going to be wrapping up with this pandemic. I really hope so. And we can return back to some kind of normal life here. So what are your plans for Singing for Smiles after that?
Yeah, so when the pandemic is over, like at least gets better, we will definitely want to do in-person performances, but we will continue to do virtual performances since there's no way we can reach as many people as we are right now without doing virtual performances. So we will continue to do virtual performances, but we will also do in-person performances for whoever we can.
And I think in actual fact, if I always say one of the benefits of the pandemic is everybody has resorted to Zoom, and we've now realized that you really don't have to physically be present anyway. You can deliver all the messages you want and connect with people through Zoom. Yes. And so in terms of India, you mentioned that you've also done shows in India as well?
Yes, we have. We have a bunch of singers who are really, really good at singing. And we've sang for the Asha Kiran Children's Home in India. Mm-hmm. And that was, I think, one of our best performances. It was just so rewarding to see all the girls just sitting there and listening to us. And they also sang us a couple of songs, and it was just a really great experience. We've also sang for Priya Living here in California, actually. Mm-hmm. So we've also done that, and we've actually had our singers from India logging in to sing for the seniors here. So we just had to work out the time difference there, but it was a really great experience there as well.
So when you look for singers, are you looking for just young youth like yourself or any age group?
No, we don't have any age requirements. We just want anyone who can sing and who would be wanting to join this cause.
That's wonderful. So I know you prepared a song for us today. So what have you prepared for us so we can hear that?
Yeah, so today I'm going to be singing Vienna by Billy Joel. And the reason I chose the song, it's really a song about just slowing down. And I think as a high schooler, I just have so many things going on, and I sometimes just need a reminder to just slow down and just take it easy. So that's what basically this song is about.
Yes, let's enjoy it.
Okay. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. But then if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. Hey, hey. But you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick up before you even get halfway through. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad, but it's a life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You've got your passion, you've got your pride. But don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you crazy child. Take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? And you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick up before you even get halfway through. Why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? When will you realize Vienna waits for you?
Miss Renu, you're on mute.
Very nice.
Yes.
And I love the words. I was actually listening to the words, and it's so appropriate when it says, when are you going to slow down? Very nicely done. So let's talk about slowing down. You mentioned that, in high school, everybody got so many things to do and stuff. Why do you think it's so important for high schoolers to realize that they have to slow down? Because I know in the pandemic, people have been at home, the kids have been at home learning virtually, and many of them are looking to come back to school. But why did you give that message about slowing down? I'm curious to know.
Yeah, because in high school, I think what most people are really thinking about is just getting into your good college, just like everything you're doing. And you just want to do a lot and you just want to do all of that so you can get into a good college. But I think what is really important is to realize that that's really not everything. You know, you just have to have some time for yourself to just relax and just enjoy, you know, hang out with friends, do something you really like. And I just think that's really important. And, you know, that's why I sing Vienna, just to show people that, you know, you really need to slow down and you don't want to have like that stressful for life where you can't enjoy anything. So I just really think that people might need to just slow down a little bit, just so they can just enjoy themselves a bit.
And how supportive have your parents been with your organization? Because many parents would be like, you know, you're going to get distracted from all your homework and your school, and, you know, I want to keep those grades going.
Yeah, they've been very, very supportive of Singing for Smiles. And when I first told them the idea, they were just really, really supportive. And I just really appreciate that. And it's just been really a great experience with them.
That's great. So do you ever look for any money for Singing for Smiles?
Not right now, but we are actually just expanding more. And our plan is to now raise money for the places we sing for and to donate that to them. So
Okay.
they can use that to for their facilities.
That's wonderful. So not only sing, but also give money to them. That's
Yeah.
great. Miss Ira, you seem to be in deep thought over there.
I am just listening. I'm absolutely just mesmerized with by what Naisha does, and you know these people, what they're doing, and their thoughts. In fact, just the Miss Renu, after every Born to Shine show, you know how Seba, you and I, we always discuss. It's how amazing it is that these kids at this age, you know,
Right.
they have such profound thoughts and they do such great things at their age. And what were we doing at their age? So,
We
okay,
won't talk
never
about
mind.
that
Let's
on
not
air.
talk about that. Let's not
I
talk
was in
about
boarding
that. But
school. I was
but it's
in
it's
boarding school.
absolutely amazing. That's why I'm just, you know,
Yes.
quiet and listening to what Naisha is saying and doing.
So, what would your message be out there to children who and to kids age yourself? I'm going to call you kids because you're all kids, but
Hmm.
young youth like yourself, many youth out there who have these hobbies that they really want to take to another level, but they're hesitant because they just don't know how to do it. I mean, did you research nonprofit? What made you, you know, what were the steps that you did, or who did you go to for help?
So I think I really just went to my parents for help at first, just to like get the whole process started of how to like start a nonprofit and everything. And also Google was also like amazing. I just searched on Google how to start a nonprofit and there was just a
Right.
bunch of websites that showed up. So that was really the biggest thing that helped me starting a nonprofit. And yeah, so that's basically how I was able to like just really start off Singing for Smiles in that way.
And what would your message be to youth out there that aspire to do something like that? You know, I mean, you know, but they don't know how to balance their schoolwork with their interest. How have you managed to do that?
Yeah, so for me, I just really have like try to like organize my time really well. So like one day I'll just dedicate that just for finishing all my homework. So then the next day I can have a lot of time to do like Singing for Smiles along with like my other extracurricular activities. So I would just say like, you know, don't let like homework and like all your grades just pressure you into doing something that you really love. If it's something that you love, like for me, singing is what I'm really passionate about. And I just want to make sure that I have enough time to do that. So I would just say, don't be scared. Just put yourself out there, and you'll do great.
And when you get to college, are you going to continue with Singing for Smiles?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to continue with it. I'll probably have give some of the responsibilities to another person, just because you know with college, I don't know how much time I'll have for it, but I definitely want to keep continuing doing Singing for Smiles and to keep spreading smiles to places.
That's wonderful. So if people want to reach you, can't give your phone number, you're a minor, but if people want to reach you and participate in Singing for Smiles, how can they do that?
Yeah, so you can email us at singingforsmilesinitiative@gmail.com. You can also check out our website, singingforsmilesinitiative.com, and we're also on Facebook and Instagram with the same username.
So it's called Singing for Smiles Initiative, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so if you could just slow down and repeat that again. Singing for Smiles Initiative at Gmail, right? That was the email?
Yes, singingforsmilesinitiative@gmail.com. And our website is singingforsmilesinitiative.com. And our Instagram and Facebook are Singing for Smiles Initiative.
I think I
That's
will put
wonderful.
all these details in the Facebook caption as well in case somebody wants to reach them through there.
Absolutely,
And is this the
absolutely.
same place where people can also reach you to join you, or is there a separate, different way?
No, yeah, that's how you can reach us to
Yeah,
join us.
that's it. Okay, cool.
Well, we just have 2 more minutes left. So Naisha, in closing, what would you like to say to all our listeners?
Um, I mean, I would just say thank you so much. First of all, thank you guys so much for giving me this opportunity to be here. I had a blast speaking for you guys. And I would just say that, just follow your passions. Don't let all these outside pressures deter you from doing that. And that's what I basically did with Singing for Smiles. I just really wanted to do something with singing and just giving back to the community. So that's how I started Singing for Smiles. So I would say if you have something like that, something like singing is for me, I would say go for it. Just use your passion for good if you want, and just continue to do that, and don't let all these outside pressures deter you from doing that.
Thank you so much for conveying such an important message about outside pressures. I think that's so important, especially at your age. Outside pressures, peer pressure, whatever it may be, you should not let it deter you from your dreams. And sometimes, if you don't succeed, try again. I think that's also very important.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much, Naisha. It's been a pleasure having you on our show. And thank you for reaching out to me. I love it when kids are aggressive enough to write to me and say, hey, Miss Renu, look, this is what I do. And I think I need to be on Born to Shine, which is what I want to say to all our listeners. You don't need for me to reach out to you. You can reach out to me. And the talent could be anything that you're doing, anything different. Let me decide whether it's going to be, of course, something that we want to bring on our show, but don't even hesitate to share with me what your little munchkin or your big munchkin between the ages of 5 to 25 could be doing, so that we can definitely spotlight them and make them realize that it is important to sparkle and be different. Back to you, Miss Ira.
Well, once a munchkin, always a munchkin. Ms. Renu, I was just now thinking while you were speaking about this, a huge part of the credit also goes to the parents who are so supportive, who, and I mean, the kind of clarity, like I was saying before, these kids at this age have, the parents also have a big role to play in that, because of them, due to them, they are able to do these things. And like Naisha said, don't be afraid to pursue what you like, to pursue your dreams. Well, thank you, Naisha. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Ms. Rain, for bringing Naisha to this platform. And also, listeners and viewers, if you know a child, a munchkin, who is born to shine, send an email to Ms. Renu on rennud@gmail.com. Thank you, Ms. Renu. I'll see you again next week.
Thank you, Naisha. Good night.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Naisha, for being here as